Hi, I'm Pattu from freefincal. In today's video, let's take a look at Nippon India Nivesh Lakshya Fund. This is a long duration debt mutual fund that says it will invest predominantly in government securities, that is gilt bonds. So let's take a look at what type of fund this is and who should invest in it. Now, Nivesh Lakshya means investment objective, I think, and that's a strange name for a mutual fund. It looks like some kind of child plan or some kind of pension plan kind of name, but it's just a debt mutual fund. It's an open-ended debt mutual fund that invests in predominantly in government securities. Not as per the scheme document, but as per the asset allocation history so far, and as per the scheme leaflet of the fund. Now, if you look at the fund, it says the so-called Macaulay duration of the fund will be greater than 7 years. Now, most people should not assume this Macaulay duration means it's the bond maturity duration. If you go to the April 2020 fact sheet, the average portfolio maturity is 24 years and the modified duration of this fund is 10.86 years. Modified duration tells you how sensitive the fund will be to interest rate changes. For example, if the interest rate increases by 1%, the NAV of this fund will fall as per current portfolio by almost 11%, that is 10.86%. That's what modified duration actually means. The yield to maturity is 6.6%. That's the kind of bonds it's holding. It says it will try and hold the bonds up to maturity, the government bonds up to maturity, because it believes over the very long term, interest rates will keep going down. And so if the fund manager holds the bond to maturity, then the unit holder will benefit. But the point is that it is an open-ended fund and the market price of the bond will be subjected to daily supply and demand changes in the market. So you have to be very careful with this fund. And if you look at the, I have a detailed article on what is bond duration, what is Macaulay duration, etc. with examples. If you go to the fund article today, you should be able to get them. I am not able to link my latest posts in YouTube. YouTube has been saying they are spam links. I don't know why. There's some algorithmic problems. If I pin it as a first comment, it deletes it. If I pin it if I add the article today in the description box, it deletes it. I have no control over that. So please head over to freefincal.com and look for the basics of debt mutual funds within the article. You should be able to get a reasonable understanding of the basic fund facts. So it says it makes statements like it will invest in long-term fixed income securities, predominantly government securities at current yields. Most of the securities will be bought and held till maturity, rebalancing the portfolio to ensure that similar security mix is maintained. It says all that, but that's in the leaflet. It does not say that in the scheme document. That is, scheme document is only legally binding document. This is a big problem with the whole mutual fund industry. SEBI is not doing anything about this. So the fund was started in July 2018. It has got about 829 crores so far. The expenses for the regular plan is 0.21%. It is benchmarked to CRISIL long-term debt index, which is a hybrid index consisting of AA, AAA and gilts. And if you look at the debt long duration category, this fund is there. There is an ICICI long-term bond fund. Then there is that fund has got a mixture of AA, AAA and gilts. Then there is only Bharat ETF and its fund of fund from Edelweiss. So those are the only 4 funds in this category, which is a little amusing that there are no other funds in the category. This is the asset allocation history. The blue that you see is the gilt exposure. It has gone from 98% to 93% gilts since inception. So, and the rest of it is basically cash kind of thing. So it has been having a predominant government securities kind of a portfolio, but it doesn't say that will be the case. It can invest in corporate bonds as well. And if you look at the NAV movement of the fund since July 2018, the black is the NAV movement of the fund, the red is a CRISIL 10-year gilt index. Notice how volatile it is. This is the big problem with a fund carrying only government bonds. I have mentioned this a couple of videos ago. If you run away from credit risk and invest only in gilt funds or gilt-like funds like this one, then you have to face the NAV volatility, daily NAV volatility. But for a very, very long term goal, like 15-year, more than 15-year kind of goal, you can use this fund, provided you have the discipline to rebalance regularly, systematically, or tactically. However way you do it, you must rebalance and exploit this volatility to your benefit. If you're willing to do that, then you can invest in this fund. But this fund is not for just anyone wanting good sleep and things like that, that you won't get in this fund. So because it's just too volatile, and if you can appreciate that volatility, know how to handle it, it's fine, but it's not for everyone. So that's what I wanted to say in this video. Catch you later. Bye bye.